easiest way, of course, is joy is one of the highest levels of consciousness. And whatever it is that gives you joy is going to raise your whole consciousness up. So if the Ferrari or whatever it is, or the sailing or the dance, whatever it is, you feel joyish of joy doing it, then that's going to raise your consciousness. So all of these aspects that we have available, and some of them to different people are not. They just as soon not do it. They don't want to do that. It won't raise their consciousness if they do it. But when you find something that you're really joyous in doing,
I like joyish.
Yeah,
I like that.
It does raise your consciousness, because that's one of the high levels, love and joy.
You got that message right when I did. I was just about to say that when you do something that feeds your soul, everything comes in alignment. And all of a sudden the energy that comes in that helps that manifest is 1,000 times more than if you're saying, oh, I guess I'll go to the gym. Or I'm going to go for a walk on the beach and feel my feet beneath the sand. And the energy that comes in that makes that happen is so much more. And some people like going to the gym. Some people say, oh, I need to get on that treadmill because it allows me to just get all that monkey chatter out, and it allows me to dump everything, and I feel so much better when I go on the treadmill. That would not be me. I'm the one that goes on, I'm the one that likes to walk on the beach because I like the feeling of the sand beneath my feet and the fresh air and how quiet it is and how I can look out and see nothing there. But it is whatever feeds you. It's whatever makes you feel good, and so go out there and think about what feeds you, and don't worry about it if it's a little bizarre, a little different, or by somebody else's standards, even a little mundane. It's what feeds you, and it's personal to you, and it's perfect for you. And you may have several things. You may do yoga or dance or art and explore them all. And and as Vansel said, when you get into joy, that's where manifestation happens like that. Instantaneous, because everything about you is in alignment of it, and there aren't blocks. The only time the universe can't deliver things to you is when you're wafting, is when part of you wants it and part of you doesn't. But when all of you wants it, it has this open channel to just come and be delivered right at your doorstep immediately.
My motto is, whatever enhances, enriches, and empowers my life, I embrace. And whatever doesn't serve my highest good, I release. And my life is very different than it used to be. And the more aware I become of my spirituality, the more exquisite life becomes.
It's amazing to me how much better it gets every day. The more I surrender to really doing what I love, and being a CPA, not being a CPA, having been trained in a CPA practice, and having had practiced it for so many years, I was all about duty, obligation, organization, tax deadlines. Talk about something that to get over, as far as every purpose that you have when you get up in the morning was about meeting an obligation. It was a huge lesson for me. And I never thought I would leave practicing being a CPA, but it took me a long time to wake up in the morning and not have an automatic, oh, it's today's Tuesday, oh, today's Wednesday. And I remember the day that April 15th came and went. It was another day, and I went, yes! Because it was such a locked-in feeling for me of pressure and build-up. And when you can get out of doing things out of responsibility and obligation, and I'm not telling you to be irresponsible, because when you're doing things with complete joy, doing them right and doing them with integrity is something that happens naturally, and it's never something that needs to be forced if you're in alignment.
Yeah, I agree. So a few of you may be going, well, what about those times when I don't feel joyful and I don't know how to get to joy? I know that, it'd be much better if I was in my life filled with joy, but there are these times when I'm feeling a little bit beneath that radar, and I don't know how to get there to raise my spirit, to raise my consciousness, etc. So there are, tons of tools out there and all of that. I just want to bring to mind one one of the simple things you can do is just feel for a moment something you love or appreciate, and your heart opens, and then you have a receptor site for joy, which is hanging out in the universe in every atom that there is, whether it's joy, peace, power, strength, confidence, whatever it is you're longing for. Passion is an essence that's connected to your soul. Did you know that? The soul is connected to everything, everywhere. So if it's connected to everything, if you can get in touch with your soul, which I believe you can get in touch with most easily through your heart, because back of your heart is that receptor place, the sacred heart, the chamber of the heart, whatever you want to call it, where spirit resides and is never empty. Never, never, never. You're always full there. So being able to open that receptor and go, okay, I know you're in there, and I want to learn how to bring that in, and in a moment, you can reopen that channel, so to speak, to get to that place. Okay? You know, our job, people like Reverend Danielle and myself and others of you, is to make it easy for you, easy, 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 to get in touch with those parts of you that you are not united with as it relates to your soul dimensions. Okay? It's supposed to be easy. And that's the miracle of these days, is it is actually getting easier to get in touch with. It's harder at certain physical dimensions, but it's easier when spirit's on your side. One of the, I was doing a class on intuition yesterday morning, and we were working with the hurricane on the East Coast, because all of us have connections to the East Coast. I mean, it's just a huge area right now. We all have connections. That's the good news, okay? Yes, that is an aspect of oneness, where we have our hearts and minds aware of what's going on there. So some of the information that came through a number of people in the class, which was really great, was going beyond the send them light, send them light, send them light, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but can you feel the separation when you are sitting here in beautiful Southern California, we are sitting here, I don't know you, and you're going, I'm going to send them light, I'm going to send them light, I'm going to send them light, okay? Instead, and it may not be a life that you even have, how do you send them something you don't have, okay? It's been scientifically proven that what we hold in our heart radiates to the whole world and even out into the universe. Pretty cool, huh? Scientifically proven. So, if you bring light into your heart and it's radiating from you because you're happy in this moment, which all of us, I hope, have a modicum of happiness going on because we're here this morning, and you know, we're happy with our choice to be here, okay? A lot of life is about making the choices that feed us. So you made the choice to be fed in this way for yourself. As you're in that place of light, you are extending light everywhere that you have connections. Okay? So it gives people, this is the inspiration part, it gives people on the East Coast the choice, oh, light is a bigger choice. Oh yeah, I could do things the light way here in this situation. And we can see how part of that was, oh, let's be smart, let's close down the subways before we do something stupid, okay? So that was a light-filled decision. Was it fear-based? No, it was like, let's get smart, because we have learned from other situations, it's the aftermath where we screw up, okay? So as we not send light, but hold light, and say, have the wisdom to listen to light, have the wisdom to be inspired by light, even in the middle of your challenge, as I'm doing in the middle of my challenge, because I might be a little hot today or something like that, that's where we become one, and we really are together in what we're creating in this world. Letting go of what doesn't need to be here as much and what can be here more.
Do you notice your classes, people are learning faster?
Yes.
Learning more information faster.
Yes.
Yeah. I taught a 3-day class, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we packed in so much information in 3 days that would